I welcome you to the special elective course offered to BSIT, IT174 entitled Internet of Things, and this is the uh, video orientation of the course. I am your professor, Eric Blancaflor. Materials inserted here in this video orientation came from Cisco, and we are to adapt also uh, the training module of Cisco. Cisco has designed a training module for IoT, Internet of Things, and we are to adapt that. You check yung week one. I posted the seed token that is for you to enroll yourself to the account I created in the netaka.com. So I hope you still remember the website netaka.com. So um, so in the IoT training module, and it is mentioned there, we are experiencing it now that our world is transforming into a digital world. Okay, and because of the pandemic, okay, big factor is the pandemic. Indeed, we can say that this digital transformation has indeed have an impact to the value proposition and market position of a certain company or of an organization. So with the digital disruption, okay, like right now, what's happening that everyone is hooked into online. Um, Well, of course, it has an impact not only actually into a specific industry, but like right now, almost all, right? Healthcare, financial services, telecom, pharmaceutical, education, and even transportation. In the data provided under the article Global Center for Digital Business Transformation, it is said there that 75% of businesses will become digital by 2020, and the average time for disruption is 3 years. So like right now, when in relation to IoT, most popular platform or services we usually see is the Uber. Okay, when we say IoT, these are things, no, anything, phones, camera, televisions, we connect in the internet. Okay, it's like usually Uber, we use it through um, for transport services, and we use our phones usually, right, for Uber and say a Grab. We also have like Airbnb and now Netflix. Um, we use usually this service to smart TV, right? And Amazon. Amazon has actually lots of services to offer. So, this is why, because of this digital transformation, and many devices are are being connected in the internet. There's lots of projects, research, services that are into IoT, into Internet of Things. So, this is why this IoT, this new trend, is offered as an elective to BSIT. So in this course, you, the student, will learn how to enable this digital transformation along with emerging technologies such as analytics, a little bit of the analytics, a little bit of the AI, um, and let's say half of the cybersecurity part. So it introduces the importance of intent-based networking that uses a software-driven approach and machine learning to be able to connect and secure tens of billions of new devices with ease. Okay, so the benefits of this is that you students be able to have a comprehensive view on how these emerging technologies shape the digital business. Also have the opportunity to explore career opportunities in this new landscape. Expected in this course that we'll be able to explain the meaning and impact of digital transformation. Will apply basic programming, Arduino programming to support IoT devices. I actually bought one kit, okay, Arduino kit. So expect that I'll have the video demonstration for Arduino. Okay, just yung basic lang. There's actually lots of um, uh, experiments. Okay, lots of experiments already for the beginners in Arduino programming, developing simple IoT products. So we will explore that. I think around module 2, no, week 5. And um, I do encourage you to also buy a kit. Ano, you can see one in Lazada. It costs at around 1,500 to 2,500 pesos. Okay. Yun, I think much better, no? There are the hobbyists. So I suppose you chosen this course. Okay. Even if I am usually pushing IT students to take ITIL, okay? Don't know why. Anyways, so maybe you are really interested, okay, in the IoT. Okay. I noticed now, I just browse the content of the IoT, and then uh, I am in ECE kasi. So my degree is in Electronics Communications Engineering. And I had that flashback because I've seen those topics discussed about electronics, about sensors, about relays, about valves, okay, about those components that you can connect on the microcontroller. And all of these I remember was discussed during my college days. So maybe you want to have that one side of you, so that's why you have enrolled this course. Okay, let's explore it here. So another is we in this course also be able to explain how data provides value to digital business and explain the benefits of automation in the digitized world, and explain the need for enhanced security in the digitized world, and discover opportunities provided by digital transformation.
As for this elective course, we are to adopt the training module that Cisco has under IoT, and there are two modules that we are to cover here in this course: the IoT connected things, and then the IoT security. So first, for the module one, first thing we are to cover are those that are in the IoT fundamentals connecting things. Okay, I will give you your seat token for this week for you to be able to access the um, learning modules in the netacad.com. So under connecting things, we'll start with things and connections in chapter. This is in chapter one. So in this chapter, we'll be able to understand the building blocks, interconnection, information flow of an IoT system. Chapter 2 covers sensors, actuators, and microcontrollers. Be able to discuss all of these components, sensors and microcontrollers, concept behind on how reading the data from the physical world and control actuators. Third chapter is software is everywhere. We look into the use of Python to program a single board computer to perform more complex embedded programs. And then last topic under the netaka.com are about fog networks and cloud services. We learn the principle of IoT networking protocols and learn how an IoT system distributes computing between the fog and the cloud networks, and also about RESTful or using RESTful APIs. I also provided a separate discussion where I've explored um, the interface, how to interface an actual Arduino microcontroller. So I'll be able to access the IDE. Okay, that's the interface where we put in our programs and then download it in our microcontroller. Okay, so this will be part of also in this module, module 1. Module 2 will continue the chapters under connecting things. Chapter 4 is about industrial IoT applications. We learn how IoT technologies are applied in diverse vertical markets. And then last chapter in connecting things is about creating an IoT solution case study on how to create an IoT prototype. This course has a project like you to come up with an idea, okay, of an IoT project. This will be discussed in one of our sessions. So also in module 2, we'll cover the first part in IoT security module. This is also under NetHackad. The first chapter is about IoT under attack. This evaluates IoT security risks in an industry sector. And then chapter 2 is IoT systems and architecture. It will cover the use of industry standard model to explain security requirements in an IoT system. Also, for module 2, we'll cover our Arduino programming. There is this simulator that we are to explore. Actually, there will be a lot, but one thing I'd like you to explore with is Uno Arduino Sim. Other good simulators that we may you may use, and also I will be exploring that in one of our sessions, Tinkercard and Circuit.io. But for Arduino programming, um, best best simulator to use in order to explore Arduino programming is the Uno Arduino Sim. We'll start with about sequence, serial monitor, conditional statement, the if-else statements, data types, arithmetic functions, and looping, and then interrupts. For module 3, we'll cover IoT device layer attack surface. Okay, this is chapter 3 in IoT security. This will have discussions on performing threat modeling activities to evaluate physical device security vulnerabilities in an IoT system. And then we'll have discussions on IoT communication layer attack surface, performing threat modeling activities to evaluate communication security vulnerabilities in an IoT system. And um, we'll have also IoT application layer attack surface, same thing, same description. And then the last is vulnerability and risk assessment in an IoT system. And then we'll cover the latter part of the also of the Arduino programming using the Uno Arduino Sim. So this will cover about libraries, buttons, and serial UART. We'll have also a Coursera module here, and I have it here, interfacing with Arduino by Ian Harris.
Basis of your performance in this course, we'll have quizzes, three quizzes, no? This is module, three modules. So we'll have quiz in each module. We'll have, yun nga, as I mentioned, a case study, a research, um, sort of a research project based, okay? Like you to come up with an IoT product, and then I need the documentation of the design, okay? Format is similar to your methods of research, from the introduction to related, say, even if it's just a related literature, okay? And then methodology will be sort of similar to a software methodology. Okay, just a simple one, no? It may be like around 6 pages. That will be enough already. And then the what's very important there is that your creativity and your idea of putting up an IoT product that you think that will benefit the society. Okay, so and then last, so that will be 20% of your grade, and then last is 40%. There will be packet tracer activities, review questions. Okay, you know my methodology, ano? So these are usually my other activities which will fall under other learning activities, OLA. Okay, passing again is 70%. Some guidelines, like for modular system, there's a multiple opportunity to pass module. If a student passed at least one module in a course, he will only need to repeat the modules he failed to pass and not the whole course. A student who was not able to submit a course requirement due to medical or emergency reason will get an incomplete grade. Incomplete grade can be completed to any passing mark from 3 to 1. And a student who failed a module will get a grade of IP. And an IP grade can only be converted to a grade of 3. The student will get a grade of 5 if he or she violated the academic integrity policy of the university in any of the modules. The student will get a grade of 5 if he incurred 100% absence in any of the modules, regardless of his performance in other modules. The student will get IP in all modules in a course, will get a grade of 5. IP in all modules, 5. And then last is all students who passed at least one module in a course will be given an additional quarter to convert all module grades of IP into 3 using the fully online completion module. And then as for my setup, video clips will be provided in major topics. I'll be providing some video discussions, ano. So there's this fully online uh, program. I think you know that already. And we are required to produce a video. So I think much better if I can start it now for this course. Coming up with video discussions for yung mga chapters there uh, in the in those modules, in those topics that we are to cover. Okay, and then always check BB announcements page. Also, of course, you need to check weekly contents folder because learning materials and other activities are posted there. PowerPoints, if there are any reference material, I will post it in the course materials page. Quizzes are to be taken in the Blackboard, and if you have any questions, you send it to our FB group page. And then for exams, again, take note, exams are monitored in Zoom. And then students must open their webcams or cell phone cameras to participate in the online exam. Exams are time limited and they are recorded in the Zoom. And of course, again, you take note, we observe strict implementation of the academic integrity policy of Mapua, and faculty must give a module grade of 5 or fail for any violation of the academic integrity policy. And this ends this video course orientation. And as usual, keep safe. Together, we learn as one.